Welcome back to the Crypto Ninja channel. By the way, man, a new Telegram group because somehow I deleted my old one. Link to join that is in the description below and on TikTok. Let's look at Bitcoin. Right now, Bitcoin is really looking pretty bad. Rolled over here. I thought this was going to make a bull flag and pump. That didn't happen. So at this point, I wouldn't even try to trade it today. It's just chop, 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 chop. Yesterday was bad trading. Today's probably not much better. I haven't been trading Bitcoin today. At this point, that's a falling wedge. That's a bearish engulfing candle now. I would be looking for this to go further down, and I wouldn't be trading this bullishly right now. At some point, you'll bounce. I wouldn't be taking long right here. Although 110K has been support. The problem is the more times you test the support, more likely you're about to fail. The more cars that are on a bridge, the more likely that bridge is likely to fail. So this is like the third time you've tested this area, actually fourth time. I would be looking for this to like roll over. And you can see that every time you've tested it, you made a lower high. At least two lower highs. So at this point, so you test it here, then you kind of test it again. But at the end of the day, like if anything, actually this is what I see now. You made a dump, you made an interesting left shoulder, you made a head. Is this going to be a head and shoulders pattern? That's the first time I've really thought about that. These are bearish patterns, and Bitcoin right now looks sketchy to me, to say the least. So BNB dumping, that's not good. I mean, at this point, my bot did buy that bottom, but this is a bearish pattern, and this Bitcoin also has a lot of liquidity going to booking up at 105,000. This suggests you go down to 93K at some point. So I don't want to be the bearer of bad news, but if we got a retest of below 100K, wouldn't surprise me. I actually do think we are going to see 105K, and this is my update. I see downside for Bitcoin. Jumping to the 4-hour time frame. 4-hour time frame is still not oversold, made a lower low. Previous low was 108. Now you're down to, well, you had a wick lower. So we'll see what happens. At this point, though, I'd be looking for more downside here on Bitcoin out of this head and shoulders pattern that I just drew for you. You could say this falling wedge will break out. I would like to see this green candle be higher than this red candle and get a pump back up. But at the end of the day, a bookmap, again, has more liquidity to the downside. Around 105,000 is really the next target. So I would be surprised if we don't see at least 109, 108, and then on the weekly, like I said, 105. So 105 seems like the next massive target. Maybe it takes a week, a month to play out. But that's what I see going on for Bitcoin, is a move down to possibly 105. That's my first major target. If we get to 105, we can talk more. If we get a crazy wick down below 105, then the next macro target I'd be looking for below 100K would be 93.5. That's my update on Bitcoin. I'm sorry I'm so bearish. Maybe you get a small bounce here, but at the end of the day, the macro timeframes, I would say, are more bearish than bullish. You're below the 4-hour 200, that's not good. You're below the 50-minute 200, that's not good. So I see downside for Bitcoin, and I'll leave it at that. That's my update for Bitcoin. Bitcoin looks bad, and yeah, I hope you guys have a great rest of your Wednesday. I'm sorry it's such a bearish update. If you guys enjoy this video, make sure you guys hit the like button and subscribe. It does help support the channel. Hit the bell notification so you get notified every time I post a video, and I'll see you guys in the next update. Right now, Bitcoin looks bad. The trend's your friend till the end. Right now, the trend has